Arrington-Bey. It is November the 2nd, 2020. Today was an okay day so far. I'm just getting off work. I don't know if you can see this hurricane. It's about 4:10 p.m. right now. It's long. So today I was off yesterday, today is Monday. I was off yesterday, which was Sunday, and I slept through our blue moon. Spiritually, I'll start off speaking about that and thoughts. I slept all for about 2 days. I just really was tired. I'm not tired, but just I guess I needed to rest. So I felt better. Let's see, spiritually, today, what happened, and mentally, like right now, right before I was about to get off the clock at about 3:58, I noticed my left ankle, where I always have complaints, started to hurt. That's forced pains. And I was speaking about how when you're dealing with unclean, unlawful spirits who are outside of constitutional law, there's the FedEx truck. They will create a situation to hide what's really going on and create something that's not real. All right, when it's just one true entity that's controlling a lot of this what's going on. So they'll create different. I like to call them, in reference to spirituality, terrorist cells. These are terrorist cells that they release in the population and dealing with thoughts to try to be a part of your, I guess you want to say, of your world, trying to change the way you think so you can keep your frequency low and they can exist or leech on or latch on like a parasite or incubus, a succubus, just feeding off energy. And that's exactly what I realized in reference to experiencing a false reality in different ways. Okay, so let me go ahead and speak about it. I know I'm not looking too cute. I'm not. So but it didn't last long. The pain in my left ankle, it didn't last long. As I was walking a few moments ago, I did feel a slight pain in my the heel of my foot, and that didn't last long. But I'm still walking. So today, let's see, what happened I thought was a little odd. For a few moments, Burger King ran out of, just for a few moments, I would say possibly 20 minutes. It was after my break. After I post my thoughts about unnaturalized military and money laundering, sex trafficking, and drug dealing. So that's money laundering, and sex trafficking, and drug dealing. Because all this is connected to health. It's connected to physical and mental health. And why so many citizens are suffering from different forms of health problems. Because when you are outside of natural law and you have sold your citizens to a foreign entity, that means you sold them a lie. And a foreign entity who do not respect natural law is controlling them. And then you give a form of the telepathic code to them to continue the lie. Then this is the issue, because they feeding off the energy of the citizens. Where the citizens are not truly free. They're not free, and they're outside of constitutional law. Every time I see one of these buses drive by, some of the most filthiest, nastiest, like abomination energy come from them. The Annapolis bus, some of the most filthiest, it's like a sound that comes from it. It's really nasty and filthy. let me continue. So Burger King ran out of beef for a little while. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they ran out, but they didn't have any to sell to the customer. I don't know if they needed to fix something for, on the broiler for a few moments. I'm not sure. That could have been what happened. I'm not sure. So in between, this is after my break. After I post money laundering, drug dealing, and my thoughts on sex trafficking, in reference to Annapolis and the unnaturalized military and police. A black male came into Burger King, I remember, was dressed in full uniform of the Navy. Okay? And it was him and another woman who was being the status of black, was ordered 2 fish or chicken. Well, he ordered a chicken sandwich because, and then she ordered a fish sandwich. And so there was some confusion because there was no beef. It was only fish and chicken. This is right after I post, once again, the information of my thoughts about money laundering, sex trafficking, and drug dealing in connection to being unnaturalized citizen. It could be the military or the police. And so, and of course, the same people that come into Burger King are still coming in, same groups here, I should say, mostly predominantly Hispanic. They could be from different parts that speak Spanish. Okay, you know that's not a nationality that speaks Spanish. The black, African American, male and females, the pale skin, the United States Navy, Army, the police, and some healthcare workers. Those are the predominant groups that come into Burger King. So there was confusion because there was only chicken and fish available. Khalid Muhammad came in. He was like really calling out my name for odd reasons, like irritating, like just really calling Rhonda, like trying, it's like I had to tell him. I said, well, you stop calling, in so many words, stop calling my name and stop harassing me. I mean, you was not, he was literally like going overboard. I can't remember exactly what, but he's done this before, and just abnormally acting irritable, or trying to seem like make it call my name out like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do or don't know what I'm doing. And so anyway, the black male that ordered, he was on in the Navy uniform, ordered the bacon cheese sandwich meal, and the black female ordered big fish. Afterwards, right after I took the black female's order, I was told by Lorena, who is Spanish speaking, I don't know where she's from, she's a cook, she could be from Puerto Rico, I'm not sure, that beef was available. So I don't know what the cause was for that to happen, but I just know that for a moment there was no beef available. So that was probably in reference to spirituality. I would say, how does this connect to spirit mentally? Okay, well, I stayed calm. Thank you. And during this time when it was happening, I felt slight sharp pains around my uterus. That's how it connects to spirit and mental. I definitely was feeling 4 sharp pains around my uterus after I posted information about my thoughts about money laundering, sex trafficking, and drug dealing. Because when you are outside of constitutional law and you are behaving unlawful, what would stop you from doing anything? What would stop you from doing things like that? Absolutely nothing. If you don't have a lawful state of mind. If you're not, these Spanish keep looking at me as I'm talking, just like when I posted about the military day before yesterday. All of a sudden, Spanish speakers started talking to her outside around the room like terrorists. So I posted about the Navy and the Army, right? Then all of a sudden, I started to hear Spanish speaking accents outside and around the room. This was on the 31st of October, saying Happy Halloween and etc. and so forth. Like terrorists, like a terrorist cell. Sometimes I would hear them say werewolf, literally like a terrorist cell. Okay? Islam, and that's truly what's going on. Because once again, I'm not saying to be inside constitutional law seem to not be promoted or implemented. That means being naturalized. Naturalized means you have taken an oath or affirmed to uphold the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787, which includes the 13th Amendment, 20 sections, and all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. Islam. So in that, there's an energy, and I can't say everyone who has been naturalized would not participate in unlawful behavior, but the percentage of them participating in unlawful behavior will be very small compared to those who have not been naturalized. And white American is not a nationality. Pale skin is not a nationality. You have to claim a nationality in order to be naturalized, and that means being a constitutional fold, Islam. So right now as I'm walking, I kept seeing these Spanish looking at me and nodding their heads, and I'm speaking about money laundering and the connection to unnaturalized military, whether it's the Navy or the Army, and also in reference to health. Experiencing sharp pains and physical health, which is connected to mental health, Islam. That's dealing with also illegal organ selling. Because when you are outside of constitutional laws or laws, true laws, there's probably very little you would not do or participate in, Islam. And then create another reason for why you're doing it. So when someone behaves unlawful continuously and they keep trying to show a certain reality, I see Dwayne Balfour Bates important to look at the money trail. Look at the money trail and what is and how they're making money. What are they really trying to hide? Islam. What are they really trying to hide and keep the people from seeing? Islam. Today, so that's the only thing I would say. But mentally, Mr. Thomas actually asked me to sweep and mop. Now he has asked me to sweep many times, but he usually don't say mop. I sweep and mop on my own. Usually, it's been so rare in these almost in these 4.5 years that someone has asked me to mop. I can't remember. So today I got a document. It's like he actually asked me to mop. I checked the expiration dates on my own. Refill the refrigerator on my own. Wipe down the counters. Sanitize the counters and the trays on my own. Change the sanitizer water on my own, So, change the trash on my own. So today he actually said, this is after the situation where I saw the military male, the black male with the Navy uniform, and for a moment, a little while, there was no beef, or there was only fish and chicken. So he said, Rhonda, sweep and mop. I said, sure, no problem. So he actually asked me to mop. He asked me to sweep plenty of times, but mopping is something that I usually do on my own. So I've refilled. Did I refill the let's see, what did I do? So I refilled the refrigerator, swept, mop. I implemented care. Care is Burger King's motto: connect, appreciate, and respect everyone. Kept the counters wiped down, the trays wiped, washed as much as possible. Kept my hands washed. think that's about it. And refill the condiments. This is, you keep doing this during the day constantly, and make sure in expedited food, tuck orders. It's just so that's what I did. So anyway, that was my day today. And thoughts. Let me think. And thoughts. What I realized is once again, when those who have the code of telepathy, they could be a Negro, Black, or Spanish speaking. When they're invading your thoughts, what I notice is these unclean spirits, they trying to give you an idea. So if they're watching and monitoring and studying your thoughts and your behavior, so say you're trying to figure out why certain things happen. What they'll do is implement a thought of a reason of why certain things happen, so you can pick up from that thought and say, oh, this is why unclean spirits are attacking me. Oh, look at the conspiracy about Martin Luther King. So all the while, so what they're trying to do, once again, is make their thoughts and their reality your thoughts and your reality, which is 9 times out of from truth. Or if you already had the thought, which a lot of times I have on my own, from way back, they'll piggyback off that thought and try. Like right now, someone just sent force thoughts at 3, like an animal. So we already know those that say 3 and 33 are usually connected to some form of beast or animal or robot. Something that's outside of natural law that they placed in the population for slave breeding. That they forcefully placed in the population for slave breeding. So we already know that connection. Islam. Slave breeding, something that's unnatural and definitely filthy and unclean. Literally an abomination. Literally an abomination, Islam. So I just experienced that thought. So what they're doing, so once again, they piggyback off of thoughts that are already there. Okay? Because they can't offer truth. And the truth that they want to offer is truth that you already have in you. And this is a demonstration that their time is up. Sometimes the thoughts that they send could be a forgetful thought or an idea. And you know what, Dwayne? I study it, and then I decide whether I want to use it or not. Because in Exodus, it states that Allah planned to kill Pharaoh. It didn't say Allah is going to love Pharaoh, love his enemy. It said the Lord had planned to kill Pharaoh. Kill it, okay? Didn't say the Lord said love my enemy. It said the Lord had planned to kill Pharaoh, okay? It used the word kill several times. Kill it. So, if a planet thought happens, I use the thought if I choose to, how I want, and because I know that they're being exterminated. These are unclean spirits. I know they're being exterminated, and this is truth. Their time is up. So I use it, and while they're being exterminated and moving forward. That's all. We are supposed to, as Moorish Americans, I think we are supposed to learn ourselves and learn our thoughts and differentiate, because they only live once, or their time is short and ending. So why should we waste our time worrying about planet thoughts from those whose time is short and ending, who is beneath us, literally beneath us, in reference to divinity. Literally, this is not maybe or whatever, no, literally beneath. So if they were to be all exterminated at one time, say there was a cataclysmic situation, and all these unclean, unnatural laboratory freaks that their government have used to spread diseases, sin, sharp pains, rape, molest. They were killed at one time. That means wiped off the earth at one time and recycled. The frequency of the earth rises. Now that tells you everything. That means there's a energy, a euphoric energy will rise and harmonize even more with Allah, the earth, the universe, Islam.